Frank Espinosa.
Frigidaire. It means the first electric refrigerator, the first compact electric range. Now, there's the Frigidaire Gallery Range with Symmetry double ovens. It's designed to cook multiple dishes at multiple temperatures, so you can prepare the entire meal at the same time. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Hi, I'm John Malos. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this day. Hey, today the focus is on business, and that business focuses on dietary supplements or sports supplements and heavy-duty nutrition, and also staying in shape. 436-MeTV option 11. Hey, the second part of our program, we'll talk about the CCSPCA. They're having a special for the month of December. Back with our program in just a moment.
Tonight I want to discuss the importance of the television medium to the American people.
And we're back here on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this Tuesday, and the focus, of course, on business. You're watching us on Comcast Channel 187 and 43.6 and 13.1. Hey, later in the day, you can watch the replay if you so choose at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 13.6, we'll have the showing there on YouTube, and then 8 o'clock tonight, 13.5, that would be Biz TV. We're glad to have you along on this day on the focus on business, a business that's been around, well, for about a decade now, and I'm sure this one is going to create a lot of interest, a lot of phone calls, and maybe even some controversy. Let's go to the videotape, and I'll show you exactly what I am talking about, my friends. Hey, either way, there are millions and millions of people who take supplements and or vitamins because some people cannot eat a balanced diet. Some just plain don't want to eat a balanced diet. Today's feature is the business segment, Valley Fitness and Nutrition, owned and operated by Albert Sadorian, who specializes in sports supplements and proper nutrition. He mainly caters to athletes. Protein shakes are also on the menu if you so choose. There are some 35 to 40 different brands of supplements to choose from, including the shakes and all the rest, protein bars. However, 3 years ago, the National Cancer Institute suggested that daily dietary supplements may have few benefits and could even be harmful. And the findings left many people wondering if these supplements and vitamins, or vitamins I should say, are a good idea. However, some experts believe that pregnant women or people with specific vitamin-supplement deficiencies can benefit from adding vitamins to their diets. Some believe that healthy people taking supplements can even help prevent disease. Live in our studio right now is Albert Sadorian, the owner of Valley Fitness and Nutrition. Sitting next to him is Frank Espinosa. He is the expert in all these supplements and shakes and protein bars and staying in shape and all that stuff. And your phone calls are important. This might create a little bit of controversy today. We'll see what happens with the supplements. 436-MeTV option 11. Nonetheless, it's a business that's been around for 10 years, serving you and others here in the Central Valley. We're back with our program in just a moment.
Almost time.
Now we'll find out once and for all about Clark Kent, the Superman.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a TV show.
Yes, but who is he? What's his name?
He's Superman.
Golly, Clark, won't that be wonderful seeing Superman?
Fighting a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and television the MeTV way.
No one can do the things that Superman does.
The adventures of Superman.
Now on MeTV Fresno, Xfinity 187.
Frigidaire. It means the first refrigerator. It means a history of innovations that help make your home life better. And now we introduce the new Frigidaire French door refrigerator with over 100 ways to organize for maximum flexibility. Built with adjustable flip up and slide under shelving and stackable crisper drawers. It's the refrigerator that flexes to fit it all, no matter what your day will bring. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
So we're back here on the program today in the focus on business, a business that's been around for about 10 years or so. And along with that, there is the issue about sports supplements / vitamins, protein shakes, protein bars. You know, do you eat a balanced diet? Hey, with us now, of course, Albert Sidorian. Good to have you with us. And Frank Espinosa, the expert who's, did you pump some iron before you came over or what? What's going on there?
No, I literally woke up 2 hours ago.
So, Albert, how long have you owned this store? Roughly 10 years, right?
Yes, we actually opened the store in 2005. In May, actually, 2015 will be 10 years exactly. And we've been operating since then, yeah.
Why have you been successful up to this point with a store that specializes and targets a certain product?
Well, because a growing market of sports supplements in general actually attracts a lot of athletes and, you know, just the people who are generally interested in, in athletic performances. So that actually enhances everything. So that helps us to keep in a business, basically.
What kind of athletes come into your shop?
Well, it's a variety of athletes. We have bodybuilders, we have fighters, we have triathletes, anyone who's physically, active, basically.
Bicyclists?
Anyone.
Wrestlers?
Bicyclists, wrestlers, baseball, football.
Racquetball players?
You name it. You name it.
What are the age groups?
Well, it starts from 14 years old all the way till 70, because we do have a bodybuilder who's 70 years old, literally, and he's using all the sports supplements
Really?
till now. Yes.
Really? What's his name, by the way?
His name is.
We call him Barbell.
Barbell.
That's what we call him. Yeah.
Call him Barbell. Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks good for his age then.
My
He
first
sure
time meeting
does.
him, he just handed me a card.
Yeah.
Right.
Call him
That's what you're
Barbell.
gonna call me. You're
Just
gonna
call me
Barbell.
Barbell. Hey, roll the videotape. We'll take a look at the store. Where is the store located?
Store located on a First and Herndon, southwest corner, same shopping center as New Fitness Evolution that just built. Basically, yeah, that's where we are. First
Okay.
and Herndon.
You've been in the same location for a long time then, huh?
Yes, we are
Okay.
actually.
All
We
right.
are.
So let's talk about the supplements. And Frank, you're kind of an expert in that area. What, when you're talking about supplements, number one, are they safe to take? That's the first question. I'm sure a lot of people are out there asking that right now. And number two, what are the ingredients? So it's kind of a two-part question. What are the ingredients of some of these supplements? Whether you're taking a supplement in a vitamin form, or you're doing a shake like over here, or protein bar.
It completely depends on what your goal is. I get a lot of people that are coming in and wanting to put on size, mass, weight loss. For weight loss, I always recommend the CLAs, which is conjugated lactic acid.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What is that? You'll have to explain that.
The conjugated lactic acid is just a form of basically breaking it down. It just shrinks fat cells, so they're easier to burn off.
So what's it called?
CLA,
Okay, and that stands for?
conjugated lactic acid.
Okay, and what is that acid supposed to do? It's supposed to burn the fat?
It's supposed to help shrink the fat so it breaks down easier.
But
So
it
your
doesn't
body can
shrink.
metabolize
You
it.
still have to work out, though.
Yes, you still have to work out so your body completely metabolizes it. Another thing, if you have a lot of problems losing fat, we'll recommend stimulated fat burners. The stimulant would be yohimbe, which comes from a root. Oh, technically it's a bark, but there's different forms of obtaining it. That one is a light stimulant. It's not really strong, so for beginners, yohimbe would be something good to take. It helps metabolize and break down fat. There's one of my favorites is L-carnitine. It's a non-essential amino acid that helps burn fat off.
Okay, so these are some of the products that will help burn fat, but they don't work alone. You have to work out and exercise and maybe even pump some iron, run the treadmill. So it works in conjunction with the exercise. Is that right?
Yes, you can't just take the supplement alone and expect it to work. If you do, you're either going to be sitting at home jittery, depending on if you're on a stimulant.
Really?
L-carnitine is a non-essential amino acid, but it's also a thermogenic. So you're going to heat up a little bit while you're sitting around.
Right. So if you want to have muscle gain, you want to pump some iron and you want to build yourself up a little bit so you look like
It also
kind of
depends
like a
on-
bodybuilder. What
yeah.
would you use?
It depends on your body type. I get what we call hard gainers all the time. I'm an example of that.
What does that mean?
It
Hard
means we
gainer?
cannot gain weight to save our lives.
Okay.
We stay lean. We do grow, but we grow extremely slow. So for them, high calories, especially like high protein. High protein, anything with more fats, good fats, medium chain triglycerides actually aid with that. They are a way of fat burning, but it does have like slightly anabolic properties, so it does help gain weight as well. But for hard gainers, it's all calories. Now, if it's easy for you to put on mass, but it's also easy for you at the same time to, I say, put on fat as well. There are certain things you can take to help aid preventing that as you grow.
Okay, so let's dispel some myths right here, right now. We do have a phone call, by the way. I'll hold that thought just for a moment. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, turn your television down, please.
Yeah, I'm calling regarding of your TV or your whatever it is, Comcast or whatever.
Yeah, turn the sound down on your TV, please.
Can you guys tell me what's going? How do you get the TV?
Okay.
I think she's asking for the channel.
Yeah, I think, okay, thank you for the call. If you do call in, if you're watching right now, please turn the sound down when you call in if you have any questions. Let me pick up on the point that I tried to hold off on here, Frank, and that's like kind of dispel any notion right now. So a lot of people might be thinking right now, okay, if you're wanting to pump iron and build mass like you're building, okay, we're not talking steroids here, right?
No.
Okay, what are we talking about that's going to help build muscle, and what's the ingredient that you're talking about in some of these supplements?
Putting on muscle, a lot of people use HMB. Everything's a free form amino acid basically.
Okay, I don't know what all this stuff is. What is HMB? You're gonna have to
HMB is an
explain.
amino acid. It's like a building block of muscle. It helps put muscle on the body. It helps. It's easier for your muscles to recover. That way, it's able to build on itself way better than you would just taking. Instead of taking nothing, I guess taking HMB will help aid muscle growth.
How does it do that? What does it do?
It helps heal the muscle. It actually helps heal the fibers in your muscle to allow it to heal better and like form a little more properly.
So this HMB, you can find this in a supplement, like in a pill form.
Yes.
Capsules.
Capsules.
In
There
a capsule.
is a liquid form, a liquid capsulated form.
Okay. And so you can take that in a shake. Perhaps
you can break it down and put it in your shake. A lot of people just orally drink the pills.
Okay. And if you're targeting certain areas of the body, how does the HMB know how to target your biceps or your thighs or anywhere else?
It just targets everything for faster recovery. So what your body responds to, like when your body's hurting or you're pumping up, it knows where the blood flow is going. HMB just gets carried towards it with the blood. So the more blood you shove into the muscle, the better chance of you going to get the supplement in there.
All right. And this has nothing to do with the performance-enhancing drugs, right?
No.
Nothing. HMB is completely different.
HMB is completely different. It's just a free-form amino acid. There are performance-enhancing, but everything is over the counter.
Yeah, but you guys don't carry that stuff.
Well, over-counter stuff we do, obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, that's whatever it's.
That's where some of the controversy comes in, I guess. But why the focus on athletes only?
Well, we're not just focused on athletes. Should I say? I mean, anyone who's physically active, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Physically,
okay.
for instance, if you're a runner, you need to, if you need to use some kind of supplements, you definitely, could use protein or anything like
whatever
that.
To try to, yeah. And I would do it according to my own schedule, according to what feels comfortable for me. I should not look at the next guy and say, hey, you're building mass and muscle faster than I am, so I got to catch up with you. Don't do that, right?
No, that should not be a concern.
Definitely
You work at your own
yes.
pace.
All right.
Exactly.
Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I was wondering if they could tell me if they take people who are disabled and they are actually able to modify a workout schedule for them. Because I've been disabled for 13 years. I used to be a professional weightlifter back when I was in my 20s. Very small build at that time. Weighed 165 pounds, and I was benching 405.
Wow.
Everybody was amazed I could lift that much weight, but I was lifting wrong, and I was always powerhousing things. Now I got 8 blown discs. I've got half my back that's surgically, 2 major surgeries are just basically fused together. I've gained a lot of weight. I'm almost 260 pounds now. Nice. So I was wondering if I came down to their place, they could modify a workout, because I really want to lose some weight. I'm 50 years old now. I want to do it right. I want to be able to be healthy in my older years.
Wow, that's a great question, a good call. Well, I hope you can help this guy out. And what can you do? Frank, why don't you pick it up?
We can modify workouts for him. You don't exactly have to do all like the basic stuff. Like, there's ways around everything. And I learned this a long time ago working with a Chris Henderson from Synergy. He taught me a lot of stuff from there. I actually had a client that I picked up from him who was in a wheelchair, but
what can you specifically do to help this caller?
He can come in and I'll sit there and check with him, know what's wrong with him or what's going on, what type of movements he can do, what movements he cannot do, and
even if he's in a
exercise.
wheelchair?
Even if he's in a wheelchair. I used to have a guy in a wheelchair, and it wasn't that he was unable to walk, it's that his body wasn't functioning normal enough to be able to walk completely. I would have him stand up for me, and I would hold the guy was like 250 pounds. I would hold him and help him walk to get enough blood flow in his legs. I'd take him to the squat rack and have him hang on to the bar. I'd bring in a bench and just have him sit and stand up on it, just to get everything moving.
Yeah.
So if he comes in, I can check him out, see what's going on, see what movements he can and cannot do, and we can modify a workout around that to help him out.
All right, we got to take a break here. We are talking with Albert Sidorian. He is the owner of Valley Fitness and Nutrition, and also Frank Espinoza. He's an expert in these supplements and how he can help you out physically and help build your body up and even lose weight if that's what your goal is at this stage in your life. We're back with your phone calls, 436-MeTV, option 11. Remember, my friends, if you do call in, turn down the sound or you won't be able to hear us, and we'll be glad to take your call. Back in just a moment.
Attention all units. We have reports of 2 motorcycle cops protecting California's highway.
That's for us, good buddy.
The Men of Chips are on MeTV.
Hi, I'm John Baker. I'm John Baker. He's Officer Baker.
He's the blonde one.
Hi there.
Officer Poncherello, man.
Frank Poncherello.
Oh, I'm Frank Poncherello.
And he's the one who's Eric Estrada.
There's no way I wouldn't remember a name like that.
Catch the blonde one and the one who's Eric Estrada on
Now
Chips.
on MeTV Fresno, Xfinity 187.
For people watching this program right now, and I would like you, Albert, to, we're going to roll a videotape. Please go ahead and tell us where you're located again. I know you told us earlier in the program, and also give out a phone number, because our previous caller wants to see if you can help him out. Maybe he can go down to your place and check it out for himself. So where's it located again?
We're located on 6735 North 1st, which is in a corner of Herndon and 1st, southwest corner. Our phone number is 559-446-0295. So with any questions, please don't hesitate. Just give us a call, and we could help you with any...
What are we looking at there, Frank?
Looking at Adriano.
That's Adriano.
Right.
Playing in the refrigerator with all the proteins.
Those are all the protein drinks right there, shakes and whatnot?
Yeah, those are pre-made.
Pre-made ones.
Pre-made ones. All right, let's have a call here. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a direct question to Frank, I believe, one of your guests. He's a young man, and I know it's not geared for older people like my age in the 60s or whatever, because if who's had heart issues, so that would be something that I wouldn't even try to do, because I would strain myself, or get stressed out. But my question is to Frank. Now, when he's working with disabled people, if they come over, I notice on the tape and everything, you see all your workers are pretty big. I mean, even the girls, they look pretty fine. But like him, your guest, Frank, I believe is your name. I look at your arms and I go, man, if I had something like that, man, these women would be going all over me. And not to make it funny, okay? But the thing is that I have a nephew. I mean, he lives in just pumping iron. I mean, he takes you look at him, he's an Arnold. I mean, this guy does not, he doesn't think about girls. He goes out there, pumps irons, and he can pick up the girls there, you know. But I mean, it's a constant, I mean, he lives.
Yeah.
When he gets out of work, he pumps 4 or 5 hours.
Caller,
But
let me ask
the
you.
supplements that you give.
Caller, let me ask you a question. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask your question real quick because we're short on time. Go ahead. What's your question quickly in 5 seconds?
Okay, my question is, the supplements you take, do the doctors okay it? Or is it all right to the athletes that go in there? Is it okay with the doctors?
Okay. Good
Yeah,
question.
It's always good to check with your doctor first. A lot of them will tell you what to take, depending on your age and depending on your body type, the circumstances, and what you need to help you out. A lot of them will send you in to get specific items.
So you should check with your doctor first. If you're taking a supplement, a protein shake, if you're working out, you change your exercise routine, or if you start exercising, check with your doctor to see what's right for you.
Yeah,
because if
because-
you're a heart patient,
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
You
certain things you can and cannot take, and it's always better if you come in after you've spoken with your doctor, you lay out what's going on with your body, what you can and cannot take, what works for you and what you can't take. A lot of people have thyroid deficiencies or they can't take a specific supplement. So it's always good to check with your doctor before you come in, and it gives me a better idea of what I can set you up with and what supplements I can actually give you and what I cannot give you.
yeah. When someone comes into your store, what's their goal usually? To lose weight or gain weight?
I get a lot of guys trying to gain weight.
Really?
I get a lot. Well, it's
They
always
must be
the
young.
actually.
They must be young. They
It's a
can't
lot
be
of the
my
younger
age.
guys.
Yeah.
They can't, because when you're young, you can't put weight on to save your life.
That's pretty much, yeah.
You know, for
But
the
it
I mean,
depends,
for the
actually.
most part,
Yeah.
for the most part, a lot of people can't. So you probably have more people coming in wanting to gain. See, it's the younger generation. So can you help some of our older senior citizens that want to come in there?
Definitely we could. Yeah, it's actually half and half. It's not just gain. Most likely, yes, it's a younger people who likes to, just put a physique on, obviously.
out.
Yeah, bulk.
Right. So
But,
they can attract the women.
whatever
Frank?
their preference is, yes.
Yeah.
But we do have a vast, clientele who actually wants to lose weight, definitely, and
Really?
we help with
Yeah.
that as well.
And are
yes.
they of the older generation?
It varies actually. We, like I said, we have athletes all the way till 70 years old, so
Right.
up to 70. should I
Right.
say.
And how many people do you have coming in on a regular basis that may or may not have health issues?
We get a good amount, and it's better if they go check with their doctor first, or they come in and they tell me what's going on with them. A lot of people can't take stimulants, or a lot of people are like adrenal systems are way too sensitive to stimulants. So for them, I have to figure out what's going on and how I can set them up with the proper supplements.
Before we go to break, why this business? Why did you choose this? And
Well-
how did you reach the conclusion that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, it's for a variety of reasons. First of all, it's a growing business in general. At least it was back, it's still now it is actually. But when we started, it was a growing business, and we just
It
decided
skyrocketed, huh?
Yes, yeah.
But why this business?
Because it's unique, and nobody, at the time when we started, not a lot of people were doing it. So it was a challenge, and we knew that it's going to be good.
Okay, caller, you're on the air. Go
There seems
ahead.
to be a substantial amount of talk on the streets about today that the bodybuilding program seems to be really pinpointed at homosexuals. Is this true?
I have no idea.
That's my only question. I'm very serious. I need an answer.
No, I understand. Well, I don't know the answer to that question. You guys are in the industry, so maybe you can answer that. I don't know.
I don't get a lot of that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know a lot of bodybuilders will sit there and look at themselves in the mirror.
Right.
They're sitting there looking at what they need to work on, what they need to sculpt better. They do get a lot of criticism because, they'll obviously stand there, look in the mirror, but there's one thing that a lot of them do that's after they work a certain muscle out, they'll sit there and literally, they'll flex it. They'll flex it in front of the mirror and hold it as long as they can to help build endurance and muscle conditioning.
Yeah.
So they'll get looked at a little funny
So
for doing that.
generally speaking, as the bodybuilder, is he vain?
For the most part, yes.
For the most part, okay. Hey, that's okay. Yeah, as long as you're not hurting anybody, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you're just trying to better yourself.
Well,
all right. Albert Sidorian is here. He is the owner of Valley Fitness and Nutrition. Frank Espinoza is here. We're going to be joined by another guest from the organization, 436 MeTV Option 11. If you're interested, we'll tell you where to go, and we'll roll some more video. 436 MeTV Option 11. We're back here on the program in a moment.
Ladies' Night was started in his honor. Barstools pulled themselves out for him. The only thing Chuck Norris is afraid of is her. Cheers is the most memorable bar in the world. You may not always watch comedy, but when you do, watch Cheers.
MeTV Fresno, channel 43.6 and Xfinity 187.
Euronews, most watched news channel in Europe.
Frigidaire. It means the first refrigerator. It means a history of innovations that help make your home life better. And now we introduce the new Frigidaire French door refrigerator with over 100 ways to organize for maximum flexibility. Built with adjustable flip up and slide under shelving and stackable crisper drawers. It's the refrigerator that flexes to fit it all, no matter what your day will bring. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Tough TV is the first digital broadcast network to offer first-run original programming targeted at men. Tough TV features content that men are passionate about. Sports.
No matter what happens in the fight, ooh, good right, left. He's coming on strong.
Lifestyle.
What we've done is we've created a technology that allows us to run video games in extremely powerful servers in server centers.
Drama.
Did you cause this?
Reality.
Welcome to this edition of Eye for an Eye. Now, today in court, we have the case of the reckless brother who tried to unravel his own family ties.
Talk.
Bam! We have a winner!
Specials.
I'm Dick Butkus. Welcome to the Butkus Awards TV special.
And movies.
Everybody on your knees, put your hands on the table.
Sports, lifestyle, drama, reality, talk, specials, and movies. Are you tough enough?
All right, my friends, we are talking about the Valley Fitness and Nutrition Center that's located at First and Herndon over there. It's been over there for about 10 years. Same location, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're joined by one of your other employees here, Adriano Ages. He is the marketing director.
Adriano. Ages. Feel free to Google me.
Okay, Adriano. So it's like Adrian, only it's Adriano.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Adriano.
That's right. There you go. That's a lot better.
Hey,
Adriano
no problem.
is our marketing manager, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
So what is your job as marketing manager? What do you do at the company?
I'm trying to build the brand to the very next level. We have been successful for 10 years, but why stop there? You know, why not break into the next picture, which is what we're trying to do.
What's the next step?
The next step is being known throughout the entire valley, all the way down to Tulare and all the way up to Modesto.
And how do you do that?
Well, we do that by working our social media outlets. We do that by going to all these fitness expos, whether it be a bodybuilding expo, an MMA expo, anything having to do with health enthusiasm. We want to be a part of that because we want everyone to know that we are health enthusiasts ourselves. And that's what we do.
Do you guys have like a Facebook page? You work
We
Twitter?
do, actually.
You work Twitter at all?
Well, we do have Twitter, but it's most like it's a Facebook and Instagram that we
Facebook,
actually focused on.
Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, so you're trying to get the word out, and how well known is your company now in the Central Valley? Is it as well known as you'd like it to be at this point?
Well, it's never enough, obviously, but we do have a vast variety of clientele, obviously, but we would like to have more. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's known, but we want to take it up there.
Yeah, we're known throughout the
more.
valley. People know who we are. The valley knows who we are. But why stop there? You know, and this isn't vanity. This is just ambition. Like, we're ambitious.
Right.
We want to get the word out. We want to let all the health enthusiasts out there know that you have a home with us. Come say what's up. Come in, say hello, see what we offer.
Right. Okay, let's roll the videotape and we'll talk a little bit about your juice bar and
Yes.
talk a little bit about that, if you would, Albert. What do you guys serve at the juice bar?
Okay. Well, juice bar, we serve pre-workouts and protein drinks. So as we also have smoothies as well. And it's depends. It's your choice actually of flavors. We have a vast variety of flavors of protein and fruits. And we
Okay.
use concentrate fruits and pre-workouts. Actually, we have any brand that we carry. We usually carry their pre-workouts, and we let you try it out prior to purchasing. And I see Michelle here. She's making a drink right now. But even a protein, for instance, you could actually taste it prior to buying it.
Got a call coming in here. All right, caller, good morning. You're on the air here on Connect With Me. What's your question?
Yes. If you're just an average Joe Blow, is good nutrition basically a balanced diet rather than a lot of supplements? As well as, is there a difference between resistance training and, let's say, or what do you call it, weightlifting? Do you get the same results? And thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to pick that up?
Okay, I'll pick that up. That's a very good question, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there right now. For those of you that know me, you guys all know that I'm not a trainer. I am not a nutritionist. However, we have worked with plenty of trainers, plenty of nutritionists, and they all have the track record of being absolutely successful. That's why we cater to them in our shop. So if you're lost and you don't know where to go, like you've reached your plateau, and you're like, man, where do I go from here? I need assistance, I need help. And you don't want to do, pretty much you don't want to go through a trainer and realize this wasn't the trainer for me. Come to us. We've
Right.
worked with the trainers. We've
Well,
worked
I think
with
the
the
caller was
nutritionists.
asking about nutrition, and isn't just eating a balanced diet enough? Doesn't that kind of just take the place of supplements?
Well,
it all depends
Well,
on
how
what
much can you eat? I mean, obviously, there's a.
But if you eat the right foods across the board, a
You
certain
could,
amount
you
of fruits and vegetables, would you really need supplements? I guess that was the question.
Well, supplements is for enhancing to the next level, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, protein is for your recovery. I mean, if you work
Right.
out hard, obviously, and pre-workouts, it gives you more energy, of course, for you to do that next thing, obviously, to push more weights or
What-
run extra mile or whatever.
What kind of supplements or which kind of protein shakes or any kind of juice bar at the juice bar should you get prior to a workout? What should you be drinking? We got another phone call here. Go ahead and pick that up real quick before we take that call.
Prior to workout,
What do you usually drink?
Pre-workouts.
What? And no, I'm asking
Pre-workout-
what the ingredients are. What should you drink? Should you drink a protein shake, a smoothie? What should you drink prior to your protein?
Well,
I mean, prior to your workout.
Yeah, we could suggest just the protein. I mean, you could have a protein, 23 grams or so, combined with a branch chain of amino acids.
Okay.
Or you could just have a pre-workout that contains, caffeine or so for you just going as an energy or arginine.
So you have
or
the
so.
energy to work out, and then we'll get into what you do after. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air. Hey, caller, are
Hello?
you there? Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question is for Frank. Like, I was wondering how can I build muscle and at the same time lose body fat? And also, how many times a cardio should I do? Or in the same day, if I lift weights, or should I do the cardio in the same day or a different days?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, for the caller, we could actually suggest him to stop by at the shop so we could actually talk to him more about it. I mean, what kind of exercise he's planning to do. So, and he could, then we'll go from there. I mean, that's a.
But how
long
much
exercise.
cardio should one do in a day?
Everyone's
Well,
different.
depends
Every
on the
individual
person, yeah.
is different. How often are you training a week?
Yeah.
We don't know. Like, what type of workout are you doing? Are you doing weightlifting? And if
Right.
you were doing weightlifting, is it CrossFit? Or are you
triathlete of any kind?
bodybuilding?
Yeah.
Or are you doing We don't know.
So what
it's
you're
kinda
trying to
like-
say is that each individual is different. and
Exactly.
They have to find the
Exactly.
proper cardio for them, whether it be walking, whether it be lifting weights, swimming. Is
Anything,
good.
anything,
Biking,
yeah. Biking, I mean,
hiking.
name it. Hiking, yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Exactly.
Any
Yes.
physical activity. I mean,
Right. And they
that's
say
it.
on average anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week.
Over cardio.
Yeah, for the cardio.
That's- yeah,
3 to 4
definitely.
times a week, anywhere from what, 30 to 40 minutes a day or something like that.
Well,
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, no, well, that's good.
Yeah, that's
I
good,
think for
actually,
those of you that are out there training 3 to 5 times a week, hey, bravo. Bravo, guys, all you guys.
We're going to come back here on Connect with Me with your phone calls 436-ME-TV option 11. Got a few minutes left with the gang here from Valley Fitness and Nutrition at Herndon and First. Been there for 10 years. Hey, what's your phone number out there again? Real quick.
559-446-0295.
Okay, all right. Back here on Connect with Me in a moment.
It's almost time. Now we'll find out once and for all about Clark Kent and Superman.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a TV show.
Yes, but who is he? What's his name?
He's Superman.
Golly, Clark, won't that be wonderful seeing Superman?
Fighting a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and television the Me TV way.
No one can do the things that Superman does.
The Adventures of Superman.
Now on Me TV Fresno, Xfinity 187.
We're glad to have in our studio today the members from Valley Fitness and Nutrition. The focus is on business today. So business booming at this point, huh?
Business, actually, yeah. This is a time for the supplements, actually. There's a lot of people using.
I think it's safe to say we can roll some more videotape. Don't we live in a day and age where everybody is in the health craze? I mean, back in the 60s, it was like the hippie age. Everybody was smoking marijuana and doing drugs and this and that. Now, in this day and age, 2014, people want to get healthy, they want to stay healthy, and they want to stay fit. Are we in that generation?
Yes, we are, actually. We are. And it's
Do you see
getting
that more and more?
I do, and it gets younger and younger, I would say. Probably parents actually pushing their kids to do more.
I mean, we have plenty of clients that come
Oh,
in.
yeah.
We're talking father-daughter,
Yep.
father-son, daughter-brother. You know what I mean?
So
They all come in.
family-oriented, you know, basically
We have
all work out.
groups that walk into our shop at around 6:30 p.m. sometimes. They're a group of 8. 8
Exactly.
individuals all going to the gym together.
So
I mean,
make
if that's
fun
not
of
a
it.
strong community, then, you know, we're all health enthusiasts. We all have the same passion. That's why when individuals come to our store, we get to know them on a first name basis. We know what they're expecting. We know what they need and we know what they want. And guess what? If we don't have it in our shop, we'll get it the next time you come see us. Because that's how much we care.
You'll get it the next day.
Yes,
if you want a product that you don't have, you'll order it.
Oh, we deal with 5 different distributors that, you know, they could just provide it to us like literally next day, if
Yeah.
not the same day. You know, depends where they're at.
You know, one of the things, childhood obesity is a big issue here in this country, and of course here in the Central Valley, with so many people living in poverty. You just wish that every child could be exposed to good health and nutrition like this, and unfortunately they're not able to be exposed to it.
You know
It's
what,
unfortunate.
That is sad, my man. That's a
Yeah.
very sad situation across the board.
Yeah.
Not just here in the Valley, but across the
It's
United
everywhere,
States,
yeah.
period.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
you guys are promoting good health, good nutrition for a long-lasting, healthy life, hopefully.
That's
You know.
exactly what we want.
That's what
Like,
we're
we
doing.
understand our clients' short-term goals. Like, we get your short-term goals. But we're also trying to prolong your athletic, competitive career. Like, we don't know what your...
But you will sit down for a consultation with each individual, right?
We
and
would
and ask
definitely.
them, what is your goal? What do you want to
Exactly.
accomplish?
That's the first question that we ask
Yeah.
prior for them to
Yeah.
purchase anything.
Yeah, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah,
do you want to
wanna
work
lose-
out, or what do you want to do?
Exactly, yeah.
You know,
You want
do
to
you
lose weight, you want to gain weight, so we just provide the right supplements to them,
Yeah.
for them, to achieve their goal.
Because you can't help them if you don't know what their goal is.
No, we cannot. And you know what? Another thing that we do in our shop that I really enjoy, and I really want the people out there to understand this.
Okay.
You could come into our shop and sample one of our supplements prior to purchasing it. Like, think about that for a moment. That's
free
like
of charge, really?
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
that's
You can
like
sample it.
you
Yeah,
could- yeah, that's like going to a
what we do.
restaurant and before you order the
You
meal,
eat the meal.
you're like, "Yeah, let me taste that chicken really quick before I order that." You know what I
like
mean?
going into Baskin Robbins and you kind of
Yes.
have the taster test.
Exactly.
We have
So
a
you
protein
get
taste and
not
a
only you're
pre-workout,
getting what you
definitely.
need,
Yeah.
but you're getting the taste that you're looking for.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you on the program today. You know,
Thank
I'd
you,
love
John.
for you to come back.
Thank you for
and,
having us, John.
you know, maybe I'll go out there myself and see what's. I just had a couple of stents put in a few months ago, so I'm kind of a heart patient, in and out of cardiac rehab. So I'm trying to watch my diet, exercise. So who knows? I'll come in here one day and maybe we can, you know, rap a little bit about what I should be doing.
That, John. Yes.
All right.
We would like for you to come in. Come
All
stop
right.
in
And we're
say
open
hello.
7 days a week, so.
All right, 7 days a week, First and Herndon. The telephone number is 446-0295. Any questions, call them or consult with your doctor, but make sure and also set goals for yourself. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us, John.
All right, Albert Adriano, I got the name right.
There you go, John.
Adriano
Just for
Ages.
that, I don't know. I might just
See
give
that?
you a special treat when you come by the shop.
Definitely will.
All
I'm
right.
gonna take care of you.
See, I want to. No. Have a seat.
Excuse
We'll be
me.
back in a minute. We're going to be back with our 2 second guests here on the program. Connect with me, 436 MeTV option 11. Very special guest and a very special time of year. Back in just a moment.
Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer, and now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Welcome to a new beginning. An adventure that goes well beyond passive diversions. Empowering through exploration. Engaging your passions. Inspiring with lives lived outdoors. Come with us. Untamed Sports TV.
You can find Untamed Sports on over-the-air channel 13.8.
You can watch Dr. TV on over-the-air channel 13.9.
It's Sully and Russ on the Big Biz Show. It's your biz.
And maybe they'll start listening to Baldwin McCullough.
Now, before you make any money moves, check in with the Brain Trust.
And you are starting your week off right.
We get our speed from Mom and Dad. They do stuff super fast. And now they got this new kitchen, so they're even faster. So they can help us with our free throws.
The time-saving Frigidaire Gallery line with a quick preheat and smudge-proof stainless steel that resists fingerprints and cleans easily. It's mealtime in no time, from start to clean. Frigidaire Gallery.
Save more during Frigidaire Gallery bonus days when you buy 3 or more qualifying appliances. See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Back here on the program, and 'tis the season. The holidays are here. There's no question about that. And so the CCSPCA is doing its part to try to ring in the holiday season. Christmas and the New Year's and Hanukkah, of course, is just around the corner here. And so we have 2 members from the CCSPCA talking about a special just for the month of December, you can take home a small puppy, a large dog, for a mere $45, my friend. We have, as a return appearance, a return guest here is Talia. Hi, how are you, Talia?
Hello, thank you.
All right, Talia Arenas and Walter Salvari from the SPCA. And who do you have here?
This is Oswald. He's 5 weeks old. He's not available for adoption just yet, but he will be in a few weeks. He needs a foster parent, so that's actually what we're looking for.
What's
for
his
this
name
little
again?
guy, Oswald.
Oswald.
Yeah, so he's like a terrier mix, and he came to us as a stray, and so here he is needing a foster parent.
Oh, he's cute. He's really cute.
Yeah, so the $45 adoption fee is going to include all the services of the animal. They're going to be spay-neutered, microchip, licensed, vaccinated. It's a whole package with the adoption. Not to mention the free vet visit and a pet insurance. Would you like to hold them?
Yes, and of course the $45 is a great discount because it's normally $180 to adopt a dog over at the CCSPCA.
That's
correct. It is?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the
Let me
regular
hold that up right there. Look at that cute little face. Look at that. That's Oswald, and only 5 weeks old. Now, has he had his shots?
His first set, yes,
Yeah,
and
his first
basic
set.
dewormer.
Okay.
But he's going to need another 3 sets most likely until everything is said and done.
Right. Where'd you find him?
He was just running the streets, unfortunately.
He was?
Yeah,
Just
he's
by
one of those
himself?
little
What
strays.
part of town?
Most of our dogs are found in 93706,
Pardon me?
and most of our dogs that are strays are found in 93706, which is downtown area, the southwest side of town, and that's our our offenders, I guess, where our stray dogs come from.
Yeah.
And but here he is, and luckily he survived that little rant there of running the streets, and hopefully he finds his forever home this holiday season.
Yeah, he's a cute dog. And so how would people get in touch with you at the CCSPCA, and what's your location down there?
Yes.
Give out a phone number if you would.
Yes, our number is 233-SPCA, 7722. You can also check us out on our website at ccspca.com. And we are located on 103 South Hughes behind Belmont Cemetery, so like Hughes, Belmont area.
Why Walter, why a $45 special? Is that for any dog that you want?
Yes, right now, any dog, any cat, $45 is the adoption fee. And the reason for the low price is because of the 100K, the Rachel Ray, the event that we were in with the ASPCA.
Oh, yeah.
And we won that. We were first prize, and that was $100,000.
First prize?
Yes. Yes.
Nationwide?
Nationwide. Between 49 of the shelters, the CCSPCA came out first in the whole nation. So that's actually something wonderful for people to, feel proud of, that the Fresno SPCA is known for something as wonderful as saving lives.
Yeah, so you were rated #1 in trying to save the strays, right?
Saving as many lives from the prior years. So we did about 3,000 within just 3 months. So that's a really good number for a shelter that's known for euthanasia.
3,000 animals from euthanasia?
Yeah.
In 3 months?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's pretty amazing. Hey, we do have some videotape of the CCSPCA, and Walter, or not Walter, you're Walter, he's Oswald.
Oswald.
Excuse me, Oswald. He's shaking. Poor little guy. He's afraid to a certain extent. Poor
Well, that's typical for
new
like
surroundings,
Chihuahuas
right?
and Terriers. They typically like to shake like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what breed is this again?
It's a Chihuahua Terrier mix.
Yeah, and how big is Oswald going to get? As we
Not
take a
very
look at some
big.
cats
He'd probably be big, he'll probably get about like 12 pounds or so. So he's not a large dog, or going to be a large dog.
Yeah, he's going to stay really small.
You have
A
any
lap
treats?
dog for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did we bring any treats for him or no? Do you have any treats?
No, we didn't bring
Not
any
on
for
here.
him.
Didn't? Oh, he's licking. He's licking. He might be. He's funny. He's a cute little dog. All right, so there we just saw some cats in the video there.
Yes.
What's the difference between the numbers I'm talking about between dogs and cats? How many dogs do you have? How many cats?
Oh, well, right now we have about 130 cats, and we have about 340 dogs on site right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so when you house Oswald at the SPCA, is he housed by himself or with other puppies?
Right now he's by himself in the foster office, waiting for the foster family to come through and take him away from the shelter.
Yeah, how would he do if you put him in one of these cages here?
Well, he's a little small right now to be with the general population is what we call it.
Really?
And yeah, this size right here wouldn't fare well because he would either fall down the drains or get stuck within the bars that we have there currently. But we do receive plenty of little guys at this age, 5 weeks, sometimes less than a couple days old. And the foster program, that is definitely a program. If somebody just wants to help out and not really adopt, they just want to take care of something for a couple weeks, this is the perfect pet for them to take and just let him grow up a little bit, then bring him back to the shelter, and we'll adopt him out to somebody for sure.
Yeah, we got a crowd here in the studio looking at Oswald and maybe wanting to adopt him. Will you let him go today? He's not ready yet, though, you said. He's
not
just
ready, but as long as they come to the shelter, fill out the documents for foster and foster to adopt, then they're more than welcome to do that. They can keep him. Just he can't go through a surgery right now because he's a little too young.
Right. So what kind of surgery would you say he needs?
It's for the so he doesn't have puppies in the future. His sterilization. To be
got
altered.
it. Got it. You got to spay and neuter those dogs and cats, right?
Yes. Everything that leaves the shelter must be spayed or neutered.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It
So in the
has to
foster
be.
program,
Okay.
unfortunately, when they're too small, it's just
Yeah.
you signing off saying you're going to bring them back for sure. So that
How old does a dog or a cat have to be?
has to be 8 weeks old or at least 2 pounds.
So Oswald, you got to wait about 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks, my friend. 3 more weeks. I think he's trying to say something. All right.
He said he needs a foster.
That's right. All right. We're back with Oswald. We're back with Talia and Walter here from the CCSPCA. They're running a special this month, in the month of December, $45 to adopt. Hey, that's better than having, these animals put down, right? 436-MeTV option 11. We're back with our program and our remaining moments in a moment.
A top secret location. It's the Spies Who Love Me, bringing together MeTV's top super spies to fight evil at a memorable moment's notice. They're daring. That's right. Brave.
Now what are we gonna do?
The best we can.
Suave.
Does that apply to me, Oscar?
Possibly.
And smart.
The old finger in the gun trick.
Maxwell Smart.
MeTV Fresno, channel 43.6 and Xfinity 187.
Back here on the program with Oswald, our friend here, our newly found friend, and 436-MeTV option 11. We'll take the shot here of Oswald. He's kind of wandering around and just being curious like any little puppy, right, would be. And so the care and say feeding habits of a dog like this would be what? Very minimal?
Well, he's a puppy right now, so he's going to need puppy food for sure because it has high protein. And, you want to stay away from the canned foods right now because their teeth require that hard, the crunchy kibbles in order to clean themselves.
Yeah.
And if you feed them too much light food or wet food or human food, it's really not good for them at all.
What, as we roll some more videotape maybe from the SPCA, we'll take a look at Oswald here. Looks like he's wanting to gnaw on something. But so what human food is a taboo, is a no-no?
Certain things like we know chocolate is definitely harmful for them, as well as raisins and grapes. A lot of people are not familiar with that, but and it's funny because we live in Great Valley and it's
no
just
grapes.
Yeah, no grapes or raisins.
What does it do?
It's not well for their intestinal system, so it's just not healthy for them. Not recommended to.
And their kidneys as well. It can stop their kidneys from functioning.
Correct.
Grapes can. Wow. And
yeah,
chocolate
also
does
onions,
what?
onions and garlics. That's stuff that you want to stay away from with dogs. You don't want to give that to them at all. Which is why during Thanksgiving we recommended people during this holiday season, even with the turkeys and roast beef and all that. I'm sure people use garlic and onions. That you don't want to just give them those leftovers.
Yeah. So here we're looking at some video of the dogs that are waiting to be obviously adopted at the CCSPCA. Cute animals just chewing there and chewing. And that's the one thing with a puppy, you got to be careful. You take it home and they're going to chew.
They are. And in our contract for adoption, we tell people right there that they're going to chew, of course, and you're signing off for the adoption part. We try to let you know everything before you take the animal home. We don't just want to say, okay, here's the dog, good luck. We want to kind of let you know before you get involved with adopting a pet over there, what you're going to get involved with.
Right. It's kind of sad to look at all the dogs in there because a lot of them are going to be put down.
Yes, and unfortunately we're still known for euthanasias over there at the shelter, even though we did win this challenge recently. Every day we receive about 75 animals over at the shelter, which is still a very high number for a town like Fresno.
Yeah, he's chewing on my finger. He should have brought a dog bone for him.
And the only way to correct this, of course, we would love dogs like Oswald coming all the time over to the shelter,
Right.
but unfortunately if we had his parents altered, spayed and neutered, or even sutured, which is just a simple shot in the testicles, he wouldn't be here right now, and he wouldn't add to the problem currently, which is overpopulation.
Right,
in
but
the
you don't
city
even
of
know who
Fresno.
his parents are.
We have no idea.
You have no idea.
So
You
they
pick
could
them up
still
on the
be out
street?
there
Yeah.
making more puppies.
Making more puppies, you don't know. How many strays are out there? How big a problem is the stray population in the city of Fresno?
Oh, it's a huge problem, unfortunately.
Really?
And right now, it's
mostly in the south part of town?
Mostly in the southwest side of town, yes.
Yeah.
But we receive them from all over the city, and we have officers canvassing the city, and they bring well over 50 animals, and that's just them alone who bring over in their little trucks.
Is that
all these
animal
puppies.
control?
Animal
or-
control.
They pick them up,
Mm-hmm.
and then they bring them to you.
Yes.
And what's the next process?
Well, they stay in the stray building for about 5 to 6 days, and then if they're old enough, we assess them for sure for medical reasons and for adoption. And if they get selected for the adoption, then the lucky ones get transferred over to the adoption center.
I see.
And unfortunately, many of those pets don't make it over to the adoption center.
They don't. They have to be put down.
Yes.
Who makes that determination?
Well, luckily I don't. It's just
Yeah.
too sad. And we do have a crew of people over there. They're called the Heart Team, and they all 4 of them pretty much sit together and they say, okay, well, these are the animals selected for today based on the kennels, and they make the decision based off what's going on with those animals in there.
How are they put down, generally speaking?
Well, it's humane euthanasia, so it's a vaccine. And
they just go to sleep.
They just go to sleep. It's nothing that hurts them. They just simply fall and go to sleep.
What happens to the dogs and cats after they fall asleep? What happens to their bodies? Do they receive a burial? Do they? I mean, how do you take care of them after?
They all go together in a truck, and then they get cremated off-site with a different organization that we work with.
Yeah, it's so sad to see, but what can you do? I would imagine you oftentimes have people who come in to adopt, and then do they bring them back because they can't care for them, or?
Well,
Sometimes?
our return adoption rate usually is about 8 or 10 animals over there at the shelter monthly.
Is it really?
Mostly, it's not behavioral issues. Luckily, it's medical issues that decide to arise. You know, it takes 10 days for incubation for something like parvo or distemper, and you know, we don't know when someone takes the animal home what's already in their backyard or what the animal's going to get involved with. And if the animal catches something within that first week of adoption, you know, we try to let them know, hey, bring it back for the wellness visit. You do have that wellness visit, a part of the adoption, and it's a free thing to go talk to the vet and say, hey, I noticed his stool's runny. I noticed him sneezing. You know, and that's the main thing. We see a lot of kennel cough over there at the shelter because it's a lot of animals in one location.
What is that?
It's like a cold for humans. It affects their upper respiratory system, and if you don't treat it, of course, it's going to get worse, and most likely it'll become pneumonia. And when it reaches that stage, normally we tell people, well, how long have you noticed the symptoms? You know, and they didn't take the advantage of taking the animal over to the vet, and you have to be responsible, of course. If
Is
you're
it
gonna adopt, take them
contagious
the
to
vet.
humans?
No, it's not zoonotic, which would be contagious to humans.
All right.
Just other dogs.
All right. This weekend there's an open house, right?
On the 20th of December, we're having our Whisker Wonderland event, and so that's kind of like a...
Not this weekend, then.
No, not this
the
weekend.
Following weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's kind of like Christmas tree lane at the SPCA. So we have like these really nice Christmas lights. We're going to have Santa photos, so if anybody have any pets and they're interested in doing the Santa photos, you can certainly come on by to that. So it's a really nice event at the SPCA. It's one of our fundraisers that we do. We do 3 major ones a year.
So what does it cost?
And for the Whisker Wonderland event, it's a free event open to the community. If
okay.
they will have children's activities and things like that. The Santa photos will have a cost, but other than that, everybody's welcome to come on and visit. It's kind of like an open house for the SPCA.
So it is a fundraiser.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a fundraiser.
One of the things, and I don't want to give a bad rap to pit bulls, but I got to tell you, last time I took my kids into your place over there and we looked at some animals because my daughter really wants to get a dog, we walked by this one cage where there were 2 pit bulls, and my daughter just about fainted. If they could have broken out of that cage, they would have. Do you actually have people come in and they want to adopt a dog that's that mean and aggressive?
Well, it depends on the building you were in. If it was in the adoption center, that's really rare to see. We normally don't try to have aggressive animals over there on that side of the building.
Yeah, I don't know where it was. It was in 2 of the cages. It might have been in the. It was 2 in. No, it was in 2 dogs in 1 cage. And we got 30 seconds left here. So you get a lot of people coming in. They want the pit bulls?
They want to adopt them. They want to adopt. Sometimes for those type of animals, the mechanic shops and stuff like that, they'll want something like that. But normally we don't see that kind over in the adoption center, of course.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. I appreciate that. So, again, it's on the 20th. We got 10 seconds left.
Thank you so much.
On the 20th, we want to tell people if they want to donate to the CCSPCA, go to our website and do that. Don't do that on the ASPCA website because we're not affiliated with a national organization.
All right, got it. Got to go. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Goodbye. See you later, Oswald. Back tomorrow with another program here on Connect with Me on NETV Fresno. Elvis will be in the building. Have a good one.